When you start to draw, you're going to be really tempted to start by drawing the outline of whatever you're choosing to draw. I want to show you another approach you can use to get a more accurate drawing. I'm using my guidelines as markers where each section should start and end, and I'm thinking for each section, which basic shape does this most look like? This image is symmetrical and has a lot of basic shapes, so we can quickly identify them using light sketching lines. I lightly draw in the shapes until I'm more sure I've gotten the proportions right. When the initial drawing is done, I can draw in outer guidelines that check how each side lines up. When I feel I've gotten the proportions and general shapes drawn properly, I can go back in and reinforce my lines. The length of different sections can be checked using a pencil too. I'm marking a length on my pencil and then comparing it to other areas to ensure each area is the right size in relation to each other. It's not until the very end of the drawing that I finally take my eraser to any lines that I no longer need. Here I'm using the same approach with a more complex image. Drawing in basic shapes and comparing each section to one another as I go, I can use that eye circle to then line up a lot of the shapes below it or even to the sides. So I can see that the nose shape is slightly raised or slightly higher than the eye is. So I can make sure that sits on the right part of the page. And then as I go, I'm kind of using that as a reference for the rest of my drawing. Here I'm realizing I probably would have benefited from drawing some really big basic shapes first, so like a triangle for the head, and then a triangle for the chest, and maybe a circle or oval down on the bottom to get a sense for how big each part of those are in relation to each other. That would have helped me get just a little bit more accurate with my drawing overall. You can see at the end that I also could have benefited from some more initial guidelines because my drawing starts to slope to the left and the base isn't quite big enough. We're here just trying to improve our drawing one step at a time, so if you can include just one of these skills in your drawing, I'm betting that you can get your drawings to be more accurate. Hit that subscribe button if you're looking to get more okay at art.